Hello, this is the third part for my portfolio piece. We were asked to do a critical reflection as well as a job review. And for my critical reflection, I decided to talk about epidemiology and social epidemiology. And I'm going to define what they are, talk about why they are important, how they help us, and what my opinion is on the fields. So, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, epidemiology is the study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states and events in specified populations. And then social epidemiology is a branch of epidemiology that focuses particularly on the effects of social structure factors on states of health. And now that we know what they are, why are they important? Well, according to the NCBI, epidemiology has been credited to saving many lives from different types of diseases. It's even credited for adding 25 years to the life expectancy of Americans since 1947. It is also believed to be the key to understanding the impact of climate change has on disease. Now, when it comes to social epidemiology, it's important because it goes beyond the analysis of individual risk factors to include the study of social context in which health disease phenomena occur. It also enriches the traditional epidemiological approach with concepts and techniques from social disciplines like economics, sociology, demography, and biology. And this I also got from research. And since we know why they're important, well, how can they help us? According to an article by the University of Northern Iowa, epidemiology helps us to understand what individuals are more at risk with and if health services are prepared to deal with these issues. It has also opened our eyes to the history of diseases. It helps us identify risk factors, and it helps individuals make good decisions about behaviors. Now, when it comes to social epidemiology, it can help us because when its concepts are used, it can make a useful contribution to health research because the underlying social factors do not only influence health, but they are also related to healthcare. Now, my opinion on epidemiology and social epidemiology, I think they're actually really important. If it wasn't for this pandemic or for this class, I would have no idea what either one of them were. So, to know that epidemiology is what can help us predict future pandemics and learning that they are, I think it's something that everyone needs to know about because not many people know this field. And because of this virus, it's kind of becoming more well known and popular because of how, helpful it is. So we're going to move on to my second part, which is my career report. And for my career, I've decided to talk about my desire to become a FBI profiler. And I'm going to talk about what a profiler is, the qualifications to be a profiler, what they do, as well as how this virus, my opinion on how this virus affects or impacts his career. So, according to St. Joseph's University, an FBI profiler is an individual who is responsible for assisting with special investigations in which there is a need for comprehensive behavior and psychological profile of a criminal or subject. And profilers are a part of a special group called the Behavioral Analysis Unit, aka the BAU, which is a part, obviously, of the FBI. And the FBI, it's their job to look at crimes from a behavioral point of view, according to their site. And they focus on the motivations of the unsub, otherwise known as the unknown subject. And basically what they do is they're going to help basically piece together a general idea of who the criminal is, or what they could possibly look like, or maybe problems they have. I don't know if they can tell what they look like, but they can give a basic description of kind of what the criminal is like. Now, to be able to become a profiler, according to St. Joseph's University, you have to have these qualifications. You must be a U.S. citizen between the ages of 23 to 36, unless you are an eligible veteran. You need a 4-year degree from an institution that's acknowledged by the U.S. Secretary of Education. You have to have at least 3 or more years of work experience, and I'm going to assume that means police experience. So that means you're more likely going to have to go to the academy. You are also going to have to the FBI is going to have to complete a thorough background check on you. So, how has the coronavirus actually impacted the FBI? And actually, the FBI has been doing pretty good. While they've had to change things, the FBI kind of just moved with it. If they have to travel, they'll come in on days where there's not much people, or they'll schedule jobs on the weekends. And they also try to limit contact and exposure of the coronavirus while they are on the field. Now, in my opinion, I think the FBI is handling this really well. Despite how threatening and dangerous this disease are, they're still going in and they're giving their all at their job. And they're willing to work around it just to continue the job. And in my opinion, I think being an FBI agent is amazing. Like, it's something I always dream of. I would love to go to crime scenes and talk to perpetrators and victims and try to bring justice to the families who have been destroyed or who went through hardships. It's just a job I would absolutely love to do. Thank you.